Also, like, back again, LockPick, Lawyer, we're a bunch of other quick hits.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it could be similar to the fire starting series where we didn't have cold opens. We just started on the title card and then got into it.
Right, cool.
Great.
Okay, let me tell you what I want to say here. This lock has a serious problem. The main one is that it's made out of zinc. Zinc is a great material for casting, but it's brittle and it melts at low temperatures. Because it's brittle, we can do a lot of things with this that we probably wouldn't be able to do with a steel lock. One of them is
Oh, that's great.
is
Yeah.
do that.
Just break it apart
so let
that
me
way.
explain why this is
Sure.
why this is an issue. This is a zinc lock.
I mean, to be honest, like just first words out of our mouth will be like, we're back again. We got the lock-picking lawyer right here with us. What are we learning today? And then you can just take it.
roll into it and we'll
What I
just
have
react.
here is a motorcycle disc brake lock. It's something you lock around the disc brake of a motorcycle, secure it in place. It stops the wheel from turning, prevents rollaway theft. Pretty straightforward. Problem with this is that, so we'll go on from there.
No, that's great.
Perfect.
I'm rolling here.
Rolling there, rolling here. Go ahead and clap for me.
Back again with the lock-picking lawyer. What are we
How you
learning
guys
today?
doing? Well, what I've got here is a motorcycle disc brake lock. It's something that you put around the disc brake rotor of a motorcycle, lock into place, stops the wheel from turning, and prevents most forms of rollaway theft.
So this is, I guess, normally, I never thought, sorry, I fucked all that up. We'll just take it from the top.
Okay.
Back again with the lock-picking lawyer. What are we learning today?
Well, what I've got here is a motorcycle disc brake lock. This is the kind of lock you put around the disc brake rotor of a motorcycle, locks in place, and stops the wheel from turning, and that prevents most forms of rollaway theft.
So it's like the club, but for your brake disc.
That's exactly what it is. And like the club, this has some problems.
I mean, it's got a lock on it, so I have a feeling I know where this is headed.
I know how this ends. Spoiler.
Well, the lock is one thing, but it's the body of this that's the main issue here. This is made out of cast zinc, or a zinc alloy of some kind. And while it's great for casting, it's not very strong. That allows us to do some things with this that we wouldn't be able to do with a hardened steel lock. So what we're going to do is lock this on. And what I'm going to give you is this. This is the tool that you're going to open that lock with.
Okay, well, first of all, what is this?
This is a bolt extractor. It's something that you would use to take out a stripped bolt. But what we're going to do is put it right here. You're going to screw that in, and as it penetrates, it's going to spread this open and break this in half.
Okay, no, the moment I saw this, what I thought of is a car jack. Like when you have to. The moment I saw this, I thought of a car jack and how you would cycle it around. And my guess is, just like it's enough strength to lift up a car, you're going to be able to pry this thing wide open.
You're just boring into the space between the zinc and
have a
spreading it open?
double mechanical advantage. The first is with the screw, and the second is with the wedge-shaped piece of material here.
Got it.
So
Okay.
it compounds it. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of grease on it. It's going to make things a lot easier. Okay, now that we got that on, put this in as close to the top and turn it backwards.
When you said a little bit of grease, you meant just a little bit. Okay, and you said this is reverse threaded?
Reverse threaded. So
Because it's meant to pull stripped bolts out.
what you're going to do is what you would normally do while loosening something.
Okay, so I'm going to go lefty-loosey, and secretly it's going to be righty-tighty. Oh, yeah.
Can you just feel the zinc giving?
I mean, it's already... Here, can you hold that right there, Murphy? There you go.
Oh, you can see it starting to bulge.
You can see that the grease makes a huge difference.
It does. I've done this without grease before, and you can do it, but it takes a lot more force.
This is going to be one of those episodes where people close their eyes and just listen to what we're saying. And it gets weird.
Okay.
Okay, stop for just a moment, because we can already see that crack forming right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're going to full-on break this thing.
We are. We're going to break this thing right in half.
Okay. Are there any shots you need, or close-ups, or B-roll, or...
Oh, before this happens.
If we can bring this down like this, and you can zoom in a little bit, that might work. Doesn't look like you've got a great zoom lens, but. Oh, perfect. You're out of the shot, so.
Zoom in. All right. It is so easy at this point.
Yeah,
Like
right
a bit-
now, it's.
Oh
it.
my
It's done.
God! Are you kidding me?
That's it.
So in this case, the hack, the exploit, is just the brittleness of the stuff that this is made out of.
They used a cheap material. It's easy to manufacture, but you don't want to be using cast zinc for locks.
So where do you get one of these? Can you just get it at a hardware store?
Amazon hardware store, auto parts store, they're pretty common.
And more importantly, where can we get more of the lockpicking lawyer?
We got some more things lined up, so stay tuned this week, folks.
YouTube.com/LockPickingLawyer. Check him out.
Oh, dude, that's terrifying. That's great.
I totally missed what you were saying there.
Oh,
I
no,
missed,
no, no,
I
no,
missed the
team
cue,
up.
but,
Wait,
you,
wait,
but you
wait.
picked me up.
But,
Thanks.
in the edit, everything will flow nicely.
Yeah,
It'll be
okay.
fine.
Yeah. So, what do you think of that?
Dude, that's great.
That,
Isn't that crazy?
gosh, it just.
That was one of those things that when I first, by the way, whatever Patreon gets that, they'll like it.
That's amazing. It's because you could tell that Brian wasn't really putting a hell of a lot of force on there
at
at all.
first, it was a fair bit of force. I mean, well, Brian can tell you, but
Even then.
but with a good grease makes a huge difference. On
Okay.
that, you know.
And really not much either. I would have thought you were going to slather it on there.
No, I would have gotten you a nice big wrench if we needed a lot. Oh yeah, with this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, molybdenum disalt. This thing probably cost me over $20 for this
Really?
little tiny little thing.
Huh.
Super high concentration of
Okay.
molybdenum disulfide powder inside of there. It's like
Have you holding it more?
Teflon or
okay.
or graphite,
Yeah.
essentially on steroids, but mixed in with a really thick, heavy grease.
Ah, neat. Okay. And I know you
but-
can use graphite as a rudimentary lubricant, so to speak.
Yeah, no, it's a great dry lubricant. But this is the kind of thing, if you wanted to put it on the inside of a gun and for it to last 20 years,
Yeah.
this is what you would use.
That was awesome.
Okay, so we have an option here while we got this out.
Okay.
Brant, the editor here. If you enjoyed this video, check out our playlist of all the times that Lockpicking Lawyer's been on the show. And as always, consider pledging to our Patreon. Every little bit helps. If you can't afford that, and just try to be kind on the internet. I know it's tough, but just try.